One of the challenges that I'd say I saw the most during my evangelism week was that so many people knew the name Jesus, but totally rejected it.
So one thing that I learned that really helped me during this evangelism was to ask the question, who is Jesus to you? Because it tells a lot more than I expected at first.
A lot of the people that I didn't think would be attentive when sharing the gospel were really attentive, which was something that I did not expect.
There's no one that God doesn't love and that He won't forgive. And I knew a guy who did some really bad stuff. And it was him. He was the one who ended up listening. He broke down tears and he realized what he did.
If it weren't for COVID and the pandemic that made us do Evangelism Week at home, I probably wouldn't have talked to some of these people who I realized really needed Jesus at this time.
It's always kind of freaky to talk about your faith in front of people, even if you do know them.
It is my duty as a friend to my secular friends to tell them about Jesus.
There was 3 or 4 people that I talked to who have grown up in the church their entire lives and never heard the gospel once. The first time they heard it clearly was from me.
I guess I never really heard it explained the way it has here to me at Bible college.
It was really helpful to look at the Old Testament and how it leads up to the gospel, and also just to learn how to take the gospel and put it into like 1 or 2 sentences.
I was reminded that the truth of the Word of God is powerful.
Like, especially through the Romans road.
It brought joy to me when family members would accept and believe.
I need to put my trust in God, and He will direct me in the way that He wants me to speak to each encounter.
Something I would say to an unbeliever who never done this before is don't be afraid.
Prayer is always good. Before you do anything, pray about it.
Obey God and open your mouth and just trust Him to do the rest.
Jesus said to go and make disciples of all nations, and you can't do that if you don't start.